Hello everyone, thanks for joining me back on StubbleMeetsSteel. So this video is a viewer request. He asked me to compare the Shield DE to the Goodfellas Styletto, and I thought that was a great comparison. Both aluminum razors, both mild but efficient, so I thought, you know what, that's a great review. Let's do that one. So here you go. I'm gonna get started here. For today's soap, I've got Jordan's Cola, and I have an affiliate link with them. If you want to get some of their soap and have never tried it before, get a discount code. You can use StubbleMeetsSteel for 25% off of Jordan's products on the website. For today's brush, I'm using an AP Shave Co. This is both a handle and a knot from AP Shave Co. This is their tuxedo knot, 26 millimeter. You can actually order the handles with them putting the knots in. I put this one together myself. I thought that was a kind of a cool thing. I didn't even know that they made handles. I thought all they did was brushes, or knots rather. And so I saw that they offered handles, but I just wanted to kind of do it myself. That way I could set the loft however I wanted and play around with it. This is my first time using this one as for a face lather. Seems like it's working awesome so far. Put some water in that. All right, whipped up nicely. I like that AP Shave Co. knot. That's the tuxedo knot. That's a bulb shape. I'd say it has a little bit more backbone than the cashmere knot and the Sinbad knot, but not overly so. It still splays nicely. All right, so I'm gonna do the Goodfellas Styletto on this side of my face. For blades, I've got Gillette 7 o'clock sharp edge, the yellows. We're meeting some friends from Canada are in town that we meet up at the Dave Matthews Band Festival at the Gorge every year. Last few years we've met up with them, so they're coming into town. So we're meeting them for dinner. We're going to a Thai restaurant. I'm looking forward to that. So I wanted just a nice mild razor. I used more medium aggression razors yesterday. Very easy to get under the nose with the stiletto. It's got a very, very slim profile, very easy to use. I'd say that the shield is maybe even thinner though. So let's do the shield on this side. Hold on a minute. All right, back to business. Shield side with the grain. So the viewer that requested this shave was asking, are they both easy to get on angle and stay on angle with? And I would say yes. Both are easy to find the angle and maintain the shaving angle. Tiny bit of water in there. All right, let's do against the grain pass now. I would say so far it feels like the stiletto is smoother with less blade feel. I can go right over my Adam's apple there with the stiletto. It doesn't seem like it wants to nick or cut me. Very forgiving. It was a nice against the grain pass on my neck there. Felt good on both sides. I like that I can go over the Adam's apple there without having to pull the skin off to the side. It didn't feel like I was going to get cut or nicked with either razor. All right, let's go across the grain here on my face and upper part of my neck. Very nice and smooth. All right, let's do against the grain pass. Nice and smooth there on the stiletto side. All right, let me spray down with some water here. The stiletto side is almost totally BBS. There's like a tiny bit right there. Shield is very close too. It's just a tiny bit there. Very nice. All right, let me just get rinsed up here and I'll be back in just a minute. All right. Put on some witch hazel here in a minute. For the splash, I'm going to use the McDuff's root beer scented splash. Goes well with the cola. All right, so back to these two fun aluminum razors. Well, he was asking mostly about the shave angle and if it's easy to find the shave angle and maintain it. And it is with both of these, but after I said that, I did kind of notice something. With the Shield DE, you can ride the top cap and it does smooth out. There is more blade feel overall with the Shield versus the stiletto. I'll put the blade gap measurements up because the blade gap measurements would make you think the shave would have went, you know, quite a bit differently. As far as, if I remember correctly, the stiletto is a 0.55 blade gap, whereas the Shield DE is a 1.15 gap. So you would think gap-wise that the Shield would be like insanely aggressive, and it's not at all. It's very smooth and easy to use. I found both were pleasurable and nice to use on my Adam's apple there. I didn't have to pull the skin off to the side and didn't have to feel like I was getting nicked or anything like that. Smoothness factor wise, the stiletto, I'll definitely give an edge there. It definitely felt smoother overall. The smoothness factor is pretty much there no matter what you do with the angle on the stiletto, whereas the Shield lets you play with the angle and kind of smooth things out. When you do that, it is very, very smooth as well, but I would say overall to me the stiletto is a little bit smoother. Efficiency wise, I'll have to give it also to the stiletto there. Seemed like there was just a little bit more efficiency that, you know, there was barely any pickup there. I would say that it feels like there's a little bit more blade clamping on the stiletto versus the Shield, just a tiny bit. And although the profile is slimmer on the head of the Shield, the geometry of it, the Goodfellas, the stiletto was just a little bit easier to get under my nose, just a tiny bit, but both a very slim profile there and, you know, kind of excel in that particular regard. Well, now we have to address the elephant in the room, price. Well, the Shield you can get in multiple different handle options in the aluminum, and price-wise it's $35 for this razor, so extremely awesome price there. He offers a couple different handle styles. They're all the same length, they're just different shape. I like this one a lot. These grooves right here that are cut into the handle make it great no matter where you are holding it, you know, top, middle, or bottom. It really lets your fingers kind of sink in right there. I have another handle of his that's also aluminum, and it's this material. It's all the same width, and at the bottom it's kind of got like a radio knob, and I don't find that one has nearly as much grip as this one. This is my favorite of the ones that I have. With the stiletto, you don't get any options other than the base plate, but the elephant in the room is the price. So I said this one was $35, the stiletto is $80, so literally more than double the price. So if price is a motivating factor or you're on a budget, then obviously the Shield would be the way to go. He does make one a little bit less efficient and even more mild, a 0.95 gap. I haven't used that particular one, but I would say that I don't know why anybody would really want to go much more mild than this. You know, they're both really good razors. I do enjoy shaving with both. If price was no motivating factor at all, I'd have to give it to the stiletto, just as far as I enjoy that little bit of a bump in efficiency, and the smoothness factor on the stiletto is just really hard to beat. With these sharper razor blades, the sharp edges, I noticed yesterday that the Perma-Sharp was even smoother, you know, but you gotta, it's up to you what you're kind of sacrificing there. The little bit extra sharpness for the efficiency, or do you want the little bit of extra smoothness? The Perma-Sharp in the stiletto is super, super smooth, but the sharp edge definitely gives it that little bump in efficiency. So I enjoy both of these razors a lot. It just kind of depends on what your budget is price-wise. I like that you can order a couple different handle options, and if you do want to step into non-aluminum, he does offer this in brass as well as stainless steel, and those options are still less than the stiletto. I think they're about around $60, so they're all, I should mention that as well. A lot of fun. Check them out if you're into aluminum razors, or as I just mentioned, you can get this one in a couple different options. So if you like mild razors, I think you'd really enjoy it. The AP Shave Co., this particular knot has really impressed me. This tuxedo knot, they're only 10 bucks, 11 bucks, something like that. And yeah, I really like it. Definitely has more backbone than the Sinbad, but not over the top. I changed out a couple knots in my brushes because they just had too much backbone and not enough splay. I really like that AP Shave Co. one, kind of bridges that gap. It still splays nicely, but it does have a little more backbone, but didn't feel like it was overly scratching my face or irritating me. Well, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the review, and I hope the gentleman that was asking about this, you know, gives him all the answers he was looking for. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back with some more videos and reviews soon. Take care.